Hey guys, it's Solomon Uyelimo with King Solomon Video. Here I'll be taking you guys on my journey as a real estate entrepreneur. If you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscription button below, the bell notification so you could get notification every time I post. And like the video and leave a comment below if you have any suggestion for me and if you want me to make any video. So today I'll be talking about something that just happened to me about 3 days ago with a seller. So I was cold calling this seller and I was talking to him. I was like, I want to buy your house, and I just read through my script and everything. And he was like, yes, I want to sell it. I want 15,000 for the house. I looked at the house while we were talking, and the house was all run down. It was all run down house. I was like, okay, tell me more. I asked him more questions as I go through my script: motivation, timeline, condition, and price. So that's an order. So the order is condition, timeline, motivation, and price. So I go through order, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my due diligence, and I'm gonna give you a call back. So I did my due diligence. I looked at the house. The house was boarded up. It's been boarded up for a long time, and the house was all boarded up. It's been boarded up for a long time, and he wanted 15,000. I did the comps. And it turned out the house could be sold for 250,000 or fixed up. I was like, okay, I did the math, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him $10,000. So I called him. I was like, hey, after doing all my due diligence and everything, this is what we could offer, $10,000. He was like, let me talk to my wife. He talked to his wife. Was like, okay, let's go. I was like, okay, bet. I was like, okay, cool. When are you available for me to give you a call and go through the contract with you? He was like, okay, call me at this time later today. I'm gonna be in front of my computer. I was like, okay. So I called him. Then I was going through the contract with him. The first thing he did was like, okay, I want the EMD to be non-refundable. I was like, okay. We could do that. The house is boarded up, and I know it's about 200 to 250,000 for the ARV. So I was like, okay, we could do that. Then I was like, okay. Then I read, I was like, hey, this says we're going to put the EMD in escrow just in case there's back taxes or liens on the property, and you have to take care of it. So he was like, no, I don't want it to be in escrow. I want it to be in my account. I want you to send it to me, because he was like, once I talked to my wife and I said I signed a contract and I don't have any money to show for it. I was like, yeah, you have money. It's going to be in escrow. That's how we all do business. That's how this business works. You're an investor. He was like, no, I want it directly to my account. I want it non-refundable. I want it to my account. I was like, okay, give me a minute. That doesn't sound right. I was talking to myself. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Let me call somebody and confirm. And I was like, I told him, let me call my partner. And I'll call you back. He was like, okay. So I hanged up the phone. I called one guy that was in the industry for a very, very long time. And I talked to him. I talked to him, and he was like, no, he's never heard of that. And I shouldn't do it. Like, if it's him, he wouldn't do it. I was like, okay. And then I called him back. I was like, hey, this is what's going on. Like, I cannot give you the money to your account. What if you're not the person that you say you are? I've never seen you. There have to be a level of trust between the two of us and the escrow company. That's why the escrow company is there, to protect the both of us. So he was like, no, it has to be in his account. That if not, there's no deal and everything. Then I was like, there's something fishy about this. There's really something fishy about this. Then I was like, okay, let me do some due diligence, and I'm gonna give you a call back again. I was like, I hanged up the phone, because this was a really great deal. I hanged up the phone. Then I called someone that's also in the industry for a really long time. Shout out to Victor. Shout out to Jason. I called Victor. I was like, hey, look at what this seller's saying. He was like, okay, let me do some research. He googled like the property, and he saw there was back taxes from 2 years ago of like $5,000 not to mention about after 2 years, because you can only go 2 years in Baltimore. You have to go really deep with a title title company, because they are the ones that actually do the title search. So he was like, he owes about $5,000 from 2 years ago from back taxes and liens. He also owes like $3,000 from water bill. He also has like violations on the properties and other type of violation. That's just what we can see. So the thing is that, so guys, the whole thing is, what are we gonna see when the title search come and I give him $1,000 to his account, which is non-refundable? Then I called him. I was like, "Hey, do you have any back liens or back taxes on the property?" He was like, "I probably have like back taxes from this year." I was like, "Oh." So what happened was that I did some research and I saw that you owe at least up to $7,000 from back taxes and water bill, and also you have a violation on your property. We don't know how much it is. Then he was like, "So you know that? Why are you asking me?" I was like, "Because I expected you to tell me the truth." You guys get what I'm saying? I expected you to tell me the truth. So the whole purpose of this video is to tell you guys that do not send your money to, do not send your EMD to a seller's account. Do not do that. Always put it in escrow. If the seller doesn't want that and he wants it in account, just know there's something fishy there, and that's not a deal. Just know there's something fishy, and that's not a deal, because I almost made a big mistake and lose $1,000, if not for people that are around me that actually asked, and I was able to like get more insight, because I trusted the seller, which was a mistake in my part. But I've learned my lesson, and I know that sellers always lie. Sellers always lie. I watch so many YouTube videos of like gurus and like mentors, and they always say sellers always lie. And today was like a clear example of seller lying to you, and he almost got me. But hey, the whole purpose of this is, guys, do not make that mistake ever. If you watch this YouTube video, trust me, do not make that mistake. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys comment what you guys think about this video. Like it. If you don't like it, dislike it, so I'll know. And also just leave a suggestion. Of what you think, and click the notification button, subscribe. Thank you guys for